Well, hello guys, Nintendo here, and today we're counting down the top 4 pizza chains in the U.S. I repeat, the top 4 pizza chains in the U.S. And this is according to a Yahoo.com poll, YahooFoods.com poll. And I almost lost breath there, but here's here is something awesome. Here's a clip of Blue Rush eating pizza. Woo! He finally uploaded it. Alright, here's the countdown of the top 4 pizza chains in the US. In 4th place is Papa John's. It says in this article on YahooFood.com. It says, although the majority of the judges felt this one looked the best in the box, they were disappointed by the very sweet sauce, lack of cheesiness, and dry mouthfeel. They said it tastes like dough mostly, needs a heavier hand of cheese, and yeah, I guess, I mean, I haven't had Papa John's in a while. I mean, I've had it before, but, you know, I can kind of agree to this. In some cases, it's kind of good. In some cases, it's like they noted here. It tastes kind of bad. It needs more cheese. That's kind of what they're saying, and they need to bake the dough much more. So yeah, interesting. All right, so here is what it is in 3rd place. It is Little Caesars, which first I thought when I first tasted Little Caesars, I thought it was like a local chain, but it turns out it's a national chain. So yeah, whatever. So in 3rd place it is Little Caesars, and here's what they had to say about this Little Caesars. While the judges enjoyed the thin crust and flavorful, zesty sauce of this pizza, it ultimately lost points for lack of freshness. Despite the fact that it was made while we waited, there were no hot and ready pizzas prepared, oddly enough, and ironically enough. Most judges felt it was very similar to frozen pizza. Very processed looked and flavorless dough. Wow. Tastes very prefab, stated one judge. So yeah, I can agree with this fully. I can agree. All the times I had Little Caesars, it tastes, I think, worse than Papa John's. And honestly, they need to cook the dough a lot more like Papa John's. And honestly, they need to make more fresher ingredients into their pizza. So yeah, in all the times I've had Little Caesars, I mean, they should have fresher ingredients and bake the dough much more. So yeah. In 2nd place is Blue Rush's Pizza Hut. Oddly enough, and you probably know what 1st place is now, but here is 2nd place Pizza Hut. Here's what they had to say about Pizza Hut. Overly sweet sauce and a thick, doughy crust is this pizza's out of favor with many of the tasters. The crust is quite puffy and fluffy, not for a crisp crust lover. However, the abundance of gooey cheese and a healthy helping of pepperoni help make up for some of this pie's shortcomings. And honestly, I think I can agree with this one too, because all the times I've had Pizza Hut, the cheese is pretty good. Their cheese is really good, and their meat, not the meat, but their meat's pretty good. The meat is kind of good, and the meat sauce, the sauce on the pizza is really good, and also the stuffed crust pizzas are really, really good too. So if you would have to go to Pizza Hut and choose anything, I would recommend one of their stuffed crust pizzas, because their stuffed crust pizzas, any other cheese actually, is really good. So yeah, Pizza Hut's pretty good, but it is 2nd on this list, sadly, and the winner is Domino's. Honestly, who could have saw this coming? With, I don't know. Here's what they had to say about Domino's. This was by far Epi Editor's preferred pizza of the bunch. They liked the balance of softness and crispiness in the crust, and the slightly sweet sauce, and the savory spice of the pepperoni. Some felt it could use a little more cheese, but the quality of the crust is what won over most tasters. The crispy crust is a nice touch and has a little chewiness like real pizza, said one judge. And honestly, I can agree with that too. But the thing about Domino's is if you have too much of it, it kind of tastes the same. What I would recommend from Domino's is the specialty pizzas. The Philly cheesesteak one is really, really good. The best pizza I've ever had, honestly. I always get usually onion and pepperoni and bacon on mine. Either Domino's or Pizza Hut, it works with that too. I usually get onion, bacon, and pepperoni. Those seem to cancel out each other in a good form. So I usually if it's like any topping, I usually get that from Domino's and Pizza Hut all the same. It tastes kind of different each of them. So, but I can see Domino's winning over Pizza Hut unless you have too much of Domino's. Which if you have too much of Domino's, it kind of gets to taste the same. It kind of tastes bad, but like all pizza, it happens to that. But Pizza Hut kind of, if you eat more Pizza Hut, I mean, it kind of doesn't go out of style as much as Domino's. So unless you're eating a specialty pizza from Domino's, in which they're really good, try the Philly cheesesteak. It's really good. So that is the top 4 pizza chains in the U.S. And I'd like to thank you guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. Also, please subscribe to Nintendo Squires for more videos, just randomness and LPs. And what's your favorite guy? What's your guys' favorite pizza chain? Leave them down in the comments. And yeah, see you guys next time. Nintendo out.